just a miracle. It's outstanding. We just cannot believe it.
After nearly 80 years, the remains of a Utah man killed and missing from the attacks on Pearl Harbor are now back home. Theodore Jensen from Millard County was in the Navy when he was killed during the attacks on Pearl Harbor back in 1941.
For decades, his status remained killed and missing in action until recently. News specialist Alex Cabrera is live at Salt Lake International tonight. Alex, today was a pretty big day for his family.
Yeah, today the family says they never thought would happen until they were contacted by the U.S. Navy just a few months ago. Mike and Deanie, some of Jensen's family members are still alive. They remember him, and they were here at the airport today to welcome him home.
Aloha.
You often see people at the Salt Lake City airport
Come on over here.
wearing leis around their necks.
Aloha.
Usually it's for a trip to Hawaii.
Here we go.
But for this family, it was to welcome someone home from Hawaii.
Today is a very special day.
Someone who's been gone nearly 80 years.
He joined the Navy in 1940.
Sharon Senegal is talking about her uncle, Theodore Jensen, who was killed during the attacks at Pearl Harbor. He was serving on the USS Oklahoma. His body was never found.
My aunts and uncle, mother and dad, all really missed him and really found it hard to accept the fact that he was gone.
Theo Brasher was born a couple of years after Jensen died and was named after him.
Well, I've always considered it an honor.
So a few months ago, when the family got a call from the U.S. Navy about identifying remains they had found,
I couldn't believe it. I said, oh no, this is a scam.
Sure enough, using DNA samples from family, Jensen's remains were identified and plans were made to bring him back home to Delta.
You know, it's something we always wanted, but just never figured it was going to happen.
And when the plane carrying his remains arrived at the airport today,
Do you want us on one side or the other?
his family was there to welcome him home all these years
Okay,
later.
Let's have a little word of prayer. We'll offer it.
Military members coming home in flag-draped caskets usually isn't a happy day, but for this family, they couldn't stop smiling.
It was just an amazing feat to all of a sudden say, here he is. He's home. We don't have to worry about where he was. Did he stay on the ship? Did he get off the ship? Where was he? He's home.
And Jensen should be back in Delta by now at the funeral home. There is a big memorial service planned for him tomorrow at the home at 1 o'clock. Then he will be buried in the Delta Cemetery right next to the American Legion post that was named after him. Mike and Deanie, this is a Memorial Day this family is certainly never going to forget.
Finally they get him home. That's so nice, Alex. Thank you.